Hello. This presentation will outline and describe my Capstone project field experience with R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company's Research and Development Department Clinical Studies Division, referred to as CSD throughout, in collaboration with the Research Information Center, or RIC, formerly known as the R&D Library. At the time of this project's inception, I was in a training analyst role supporting the work instruction and standards of procedure training plans for R&D employees, as well as supporting scientist study procedures and publications through processing and archiving. This was a great opportunity to support R&D cross-functionally. This presentation will include information regarding the project's purpose and stakeholders, a timeline, some demonstrations of the final product or tool, future uses of the tool created, and what all this could mean for library services. The CSD needed a metrics quality tool for a few reasons. All reasons hinged on their overarching mission to improve customer service and product quality in the clinical studies that drive both ethical and safe product development and deployment, and to engage in sound manufacturing standards expected and monitored by the Food and Drug Administration. First, process improvement. The request of a consistent quality infrastructure will allow for improved study performance and outcomes. This tool includes a central location for data input and automatic and interactive metric analysis. Some examples of metrics include costs and their variances, successes and deviations, time points, adverse events, and subject screening information. Second, to establish quality tracking. The tool requested needs to track metrics, visualize past and future trends, and filter study information to allow for improved and proactive study planning and protocol development. Lastly, to increase transparency and communication with business partners. The tool can increase internal communication and allow for improvements in various study components like request for proposal timelines and vendor management. External communication benefits shall include British American Tobacco United Kingdom, or BAT UK, clinical research counterpart collaboration, and RJRT's Information and Digital Technology Department alignment. This tool will support these top objectives, and when these are practiced regularly and in conjunction with each other, they have the potential to decrease adverse events and increase study success. This project kicked off in January 2021 when I met with CSD leaders to develop an estimated projection of events and expectations based on my academic and professional deadlines and CSD needs. By second quarter, the dashboard was primarily completed, with the anticipation of some minor revisions and additions required in the remaining months. At that point, and on through the third quarter, user instructions were developed, as well as planning for a live training session in October. A final satisfaction survey was distributed after this training session, and final touches were made to the tool based on that feedback. Today, this tool is ready to be used and processed as a model for a more automated system hosted by RJRT's Information and Digital Technology Group. The metrics quality project file includes an Excel database with an interactive dashboard. The file includes the dashboard itself on the Dashboard tab, a data sheet with calculations on the Combined Data tab, navigation and user instructions on the File Information tab, and CSD background information, which includes notes from interviews and feedback sessions during the project. On the file dashboard, users may choose various data metrics and data sets to review with accompanying charts and graphs. The first section on the left contains metrics descriptions and is the only non-interactive section on the dashboard. It includes descriptions for all metrics displayed, as well as related comparison data descriptions. The remaining sections outline metrics of particular interest to the CSD team and include drop-down menus where users may choose specific data to view. For instance, in the Study Milestone Intervals in Days section, users may select various time frame intervals throughout the study process. When choosing an interval, the donut chart will adjust to show that data. Two adjacent subsections can show similar data sorted by vendor and study type. The study cost interval section includes bar charts to reflect budget and cost data relative to study enrollment metrics. Currently, there are no charts in this subject enrollment section, nor the independent review board intervals and adverse events sections, but they are equally as interactive. Charts may be added upon CSD request. Lastly, the Request for Proposal to Job Assignment Analysis section, users may also sort data by date range. This will display data chronologically based on user selection. The primary function used to control data displayed on this tab is the filter function. Using variations of this function, including a series of coded and instructional information, data is sorted and filtered beyond what classic and more basic Excel sort and filter functions achieve, and in one user operation, like the click of a mouse via a drop-down menu. The Combined Data tab is where super users can add metric data. This is the only tab that is required for data to populate on the Dashboard tab. There are two major sections. First, the Raw Metrics Data section. Here, data is to be keyed by the super user. Ideally, and based on user surveys as the ideal long-term view, data will be uploaded by study vendors as a part of their contract. This will be considered for the more automated product to be developed by RJRT IDT. Second, the metrics comparison data are automated with formulas to calculate the required metric. For instance, the percentage of subjects who experienced adverse events populates only once subject completed, and number of subjects with adverse events data is populated on the Raw Metrics Data section. Also included on this tab are various data prep tables that assist in feeding this information directly to the Dashboard tab, particularly for the drop-down menus in each section. The File Information tab includes three major sections. First, the purpose, stakeholders, and expectation listings, which were included in my Capstone project proposal. This section was developed to ensure the main vision of the project was maintained throughout the process. This preliminarily contemplative work helped direct planning and execution of all components. Second, the general organization and setup of the file details what each tab includes. And third, the instruction sections for users and superusers provide high and detailed level information on file mechanics designed for the CSD team. For instance, users can consult instructions in narrative form for how to see subject enrollment data based on study type here. Instructions outline the drop-down menus and how the information may be sorted. Super users are instructed on how the file was developed so they may edit and revise as needed moving forward. For example, a super user may consult technical instructions on subject enrollment drop-down menus here, and how they, in conjunction with the filter function, spill requested information on the dashboard. Also included in this section are references to YouTube and Microsoft instructions that I used myself in a side panel. These details and instructions are provided to enable and empower users to move forward organizing their metric information without the assistance of the library. So where is the metrics quality project today, and where can it go? The intent with this project was to create a tool providing CSD the opportunity to understand protocol strengths and weaknesses by viewing study metrics graphically and beyond dates, timeframes, and percentages. The long-term view involves the inclusion of historic and future data aggregated and shared with the entire team to support the development and evolution of the team. This goal was met according to my assessment procedures, as 100% of survey respondents reported high satisfaction rates with this implementation and usability, and various comments indicating this tool as the ideal way to help expand CSD services, improve protocol development, and validate time and dollars spent on studies. Also, the collaboration of the U.S. Clinical Studies and British American Tobacco United Kingdom, or BATUK, clinical research teams will require information sharing beyond training and protocols. Once BATUK data are entered, all users can track trends across both programs to visualize successes and opportunities, and teams may collaborate on a more comprehensive level. My user survey included responses indicating the benefits from this standpoint as well, stating, BAT involvement will allow us to view more data. Average rates displayed on the dashboard, for instance, will be more compelling with additional data points. And finally, RJRT IDT utilizes Teradata analytical software to store various company metric information. This project and tool have exposed additional opportunities to leverage the Teradata software and create a more complete tool to support CSD goals. The quality metrics tool promises, as one survey respondent confirmed, to be a model for the future version of a Teradata-based tool that will store and display CSD metrics in a more automated fashion. So what does all of this mean for libraries? This project exemplifies more opportunities to serve library communities. As libraries in any setting strive to support literacies, Data Visualization Services, or DVS, can support those relative to communication, design sense, tool application, and ethical implications. DVS benefits are multifaceted. First, libraries can leverage themselves and their budgets by communicating accomplishments to administrators and decision makers in a more compelling and digestible fashion. Second, information professionals and librarians have the opportunity to assist students, faculty, clinicians, and researchers manage and visualize their data. This project included tools in Microsoft Excel, but DVS can be executed using many tools, like Adobe Illustrator, Tableau, Gephi, and Canva. Tool availability will depend on budget constraints, staff abilities, and their willingness to learn these applications and execute new services. Thank you for your time reviewing my work. If you have any questions, please contact me via the links in the YouTube description.